Well, I think I've stalled long enough, and I think the time for the bloodletting. Okay, so at this particular point, I want to thank you everybody for coming by, and I'm gonna get my ass kicked at this particular point. I'm gonna hand the podcast over to Danny Pena. He's gonna facilitate a friendly trivia contest, and we're gonna talk about I would assume that we're gonna talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. And that being said, Danny, I appreciate you coming on. The floor is yours.
I was gonna mess with you, Kevin. I was gonna go like the movie rad was gonna be one category, history of Mike Morenzo, CW racing.
I'll take history of CW for 100.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Just mess with you.
That'd be funny, dude.
I came up with 3 categories. This would be pretty easy for you guys. We got 1982, 1983, 1984. Okay, so what I did was I just pulled random magazines from those eras. There's 82, no cover. We got 83 here. This is an iconic one right here. I love that cover. It's one of my favorite ones. And then 1984. So I figured you guys were definitely, Mike, your history goes even further, but I didn't want to lose Kevin because I know he stopped about mid-80s.
86, yeah. But I'm still okay. But go ahead. I appreciate that.
Hey, can I say, Danny, like yourself, I used to scour the magazines. I read them cover to cover several times, all the ads. So I'm hoping I don't get smoked or look like a fool. But man, let me tell you, I still love doing it. I still love doing it. I didn't study. I didn't study for the test. So
I did. I studied furiously.
All right. So what I'm going to do, we're going to take turns. So since Mike, the guest, he'll go first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask, you can pick a category, Mike, 82, 83, 84. I'm going to pick any question from there. If you get it right, that's your point. Some of them have bonus questions, so you can get 2 and 1. If you get it wrong, Kevin can steal. And then we'll go back and forth.
Do we lose points? Can you lose points for wrong answers? No.
No, I'm not doing takeaways.
No, you don't lose points, but you can steal points.
Yeah. Okay.
You can steal points. Okay. All right, Mike. What year do you want? 82, 83, 84?
82.
82. All right. All right, here we go.
What does CW stand for?
Yeah, I will do that. What movie featuring a BMX bike was released in 82?
BMX Bandits.
Oh, not the answer I'm looking for.
Movie. A movie?
Okay, let me rephrase. What'd you say?
You talk about a movie, right?
Yeah. Come on, dude. We only got like an.
If he gets it wrong, can I steal it back?
All right.
Pretty in Pink.
No. We'll go back to Mike.
E.T.
That's it. 1982.
Yeah.
Featuring a BMX bike. Now, bonus question, Mike. What bike was used for the filming? The primary bike.
It was a Kuwahara.
Oh, Mike's got 2, Kevin. All right, it's just the start. Don't worry about it. You got plenty of room. I probably should have said the movie wasn't really based all on BMX, but it kind of put BMX on the map. That movie.
And I interviewed Robert about it too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, Kevin, what year do you want? 82, 83, 84?
83.
83. In 1983, Greg Hill was racing for GT. What racing pants did he debut in 1983?
JT.
Oh, what do you think, Mike?
Arrow.
Oh, all right. He was on Arrow, but he switched to another set of pants. Do you know what those were?
Well,
wait! I can steal back now.
Kevin, that's Kevin's guess now.
All right, Kevin.
Well, we're Haro.
Oh, Kevin, one for you. All right.
Do I get a bonus?
There's no bonus on that one, but I'm going to give you more later. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, Mike, what do you want?
82.
82. All right, we already did this question. Let me put a line through it. What bicycle did Schwinn release in 1982? It was heavily advertised. Pretty popular bike.
The Sting.
Not the Sting, because the Sting already exists.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got it wrong. Go ahead, Kevin. I got it.
Every neighborhood kid probably had one.
The Predator.
Oh, there you go. All right. It's tied up. You Kev?
And we reviewed the Predator, too.
Yeah, we did. Hey, you're dicing with the AA Pro, so that's pretty good.
Throwing elbows.
All right, Mike, what year do you want?
No, it's Kevin's turn.
Oh, Kevin. No, Kevin stole, right? So it's still his turn. Okay, Kevin.
84.
Oh, he's going to 84. This is a multiple choice. Are you ready? You guys got to listen to these answers.
Yeah.
In 1984, Hutch advertised the Hutch High Performance Pro Star. What was the cost of this high-end BMX race bike? Was it $8.99, $7.99, $6.99, or $5.99?
$7.99.
Oh, holy crap, dude! First chest.
That's right.
You got it. All right,
we reviewed it too, man.
All right, it's 3-2, Mike. Going on to you. What do you want?
82.
Going back to 82. Here we go.
Let me know when we run out of 82s. I'll move to 83.
All right. In 1982, what BMX pro had the nickname Earthquake?
My teammate Clarence Perry from Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, he gets it. All right.
How about a bonus? Can I give Kevin a bonus?
The bonus is what team did you race for?
Oh,
come on, man.
Wait, can I give?
Sorry, Kevin.
Go give it to him. Mike needs all the help he can get.
Kevin, can I give you a chance at another bonus question? And I can't win it.
Okay.
What was the Earthquake's brother's name who raced on CW as well?
I don't know that one, dude.
What's another natural disaster?
No, his name was Anthony, but his nickname was Chopper. That's what everyone knows him by, Chopper Perry.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Awesome. Okay, it's
awesome, guys. It's 4-3. Mike's got the lead. Okay, so
we're tied.
We're not got a bonus.
I got a bonus.
You got a bonus.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so he picked the easiest one for Mike, possibly. I was hoping you were going to get that one.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to do it the hard way. Go for it. 82.
What year do you want? 82. All right. In 1982, what pad set did Greg Hill promote?
Zap.
You got it, man. You got it. Now, there's a bonus question. Okay, what team was Greg riding for?
GT.
Boom, you got 2 for 1. All right.
Thank God, man.
5-4. What do you got, Mike? What year?
82.
82. All right. In 1982, Mike Buck was riding for the BMXA Trick Team. What bike was he riding?
In 1982, he was riding.
Think of the photos.
I am. I'm thinking right now. I'm going to have to take a guess. An SE. An SE.
What model?
PK Ripper.
Bam! All right. Mike gets that one. There's a bonus question. What color was it?
White with blue stickers.
Oh, this dude's on fire. Okay, Kevin, it's 6-5. It's not bad.
Hey,
You're looking good.
Can I tell a Mike Buff story?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
First of all, he dated Jesse James's sister, Jesse James from the Shopper guy. He
Okay.
dated
Oh, wow.
his sister, and he had my Nora cup on ransom. He had it for ransom. It's right here. When he gave it back to me, it has a piece of blue tape. Instead of saying Mike Miranda, he put blue tape on there. It says Mike Buff. He's terrible. He's a terrible guy. Terrible guy.
You know, let me expand upon that. Did you know that Jesse James got kicked out of his house and he went to live with Linda, with Wonder Woman?
What?
Yeah. Well, what Linda? What was her last name?
Evans?
No.
Yeah.
That Linda Evans was on Dynasty. Linda.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Wonder Woman. Anyways, he was dating her daughter, and he went to live with her, and he grew up in Wonder Woman's house. Anyways,
how about this?
That's random.
Here's a bonus question for you two guys. What team did Jesse James race BMX for?
Holy crap! He raced BMX.
Jesse James raced BMX. He went from Dave's Bike Shop in Riverside to Bandito.
Whoa! Double dropout, Bandito.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know he narrated Go Kid on Stingray. Is that right, or am I wrong?
He was fast. He was fast.
Damn, I did not know that.
See, that's why we play the game. All right.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, 84.
Oh, we're going back. Okay, we're going ahead. 84. In 1984, Toby Henderson moved on to what race team after Hut?
SE Racing.
Oh, bonus question. What bike did SE create for Toby?
The Henderson Hauler.
What? There you go, man. Good job. All right, you got two, Kevin. It's 7-6. It's a close race. What do you think, Mike?
I'm about to jump the gate.
Don't hit the gate, Mike. Yeah. Don't hit the gate.
Are we done with 82 yet?
We have 2 questions left for 82.
82, let it rip.
All right, 1982. In 1982, the Diamondback Silver Streak was one of the top-selling bikes at the time. What was the cost of the bike? Multiple choice. Are you ready? $250, $265, $300, or $325?
$265.
Wow, I'm impressed right now because I wouldn't have known that if I didn't read it this morning. But it was right there in big print on the ad, so I had to take it. All right, there's a bonus question. What's the colorway of that bike? What are the colors on it? Silver Streak.
Yeah, it was chrome with black white stickers.
Chrome and black, you got it.
Yeah.
You picked up.
Yep.
Two.
There was no other color because that's why it was a Silver Streak. They just saw the Silver Streak go by.
Yeah, there was no other colors. It's chrome and black. All right, man. It's up to you, Kev. You're down
84.
by 84. He keeps jumping ahead. All right. 1984. Okay, in 1984, what did Mike Buff, let's see. Mike Buff was still on the BMXA trick team. In 1984, he moved on to another company. What bike was he riding in 84?
Diamondback.
Oh, that's a miss. What do you think, Mike?
Hey, what? Look at my hand. Boom.
I can't.
CW.
Oh, that's a miss.
All right, I'll take that. I lost.
All right, so it was a Hut Trickstar. He went on the Hut.
So he got it wrong too.
Yeah, you could have stolen it.
All right, but I will give you guys a bonus question. Who missed it last, Mike? So
I missed
Kevin,
it last.
It was my question. He missed it.
Okay, so I guess Kevin would get the bonus. Okay, what bike was RL riding in '84 though? He was his teammate.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
So 84 is when he raced the horse, I believe.
I think it was the year before he raced the horse. 1984, think.
Redline.
Oh, you got one. All right, we'll take it. All right, good job, man. 1984 is your year, Kev.
Nice, dude.
I don't.
Because
All right,
I know that when he raced the horse, he was on a red line.
I think he was riding a Team Murray, actually.
Oh,
No, he was running a red line.
You said
Oh,
race.
you want to bet? Because we'll bet
I'm
on
sorry.
that one.
You said race the horse. I misunderstood.
You said
Yeah.
You thought I said the whore?
Come on.
You look so
I didn't
confused,
say
man.
it.
The look on your face is hilarious. I was like, dude, hasn't he ever heard of this before? It was on TV.
It was on That's Incredible. He raced a horse. Yeah. That's in one of my videos.
Oh,
too.
a horse.
A horse. A horse.
You guys are terrible.
Okay, Mike's turn, right?
Yeah, Mike's turn. What do you think, Mike?
82.
82. Okay, we're moving into our last question for 82. This one does have a bonus. In 1982, the NBL Grand Nationals was held in Pittsburgh. Can you tell me who won a pro? And I'm going to give you some options. Was it Tommy Brackens, Brent Patterson, Bobby Woods, or Stu Thompson?
My answer is Tommy Brackens.
Ooh. Can you steal, Kev?
What are the answers again?
1982, NBL Grand National. I'm looking for who won a pro. That's basically double A. Okay. So was it Tommy Brackens, Brent Patterson, Bobby Woods, or Stu Thompson?
Okay, I think Bobby Woods is already out of the picture by then.
You got it.
No, he just said he's out of the picture.
Ah, Bobby Woods.
Yeah.
He changed his answer. Good. Give
Do I
it,
give
Kev.
him that?
No. I didn't get it right.
No. Give it.
Okay, now there's a bonus question for this one. I'm gonna give you that one, Kevin, because you always go with your gut, dude. Don't you remember from high school? All right. Who won V Pro? 1982 NBL Grand National.
Polson.
Nope. Mike, do you know?
If I had to guess, it was me.
Mike won V Pro at the 82 Grand National. So, like, for like a second there, I was like, does he not remember that he won V Pro? NBL Grand National.
I was going to say Bobby Woods.
All right, so you both got one out of that one. And we are officially out of 82. We've got 83 left, quite a bit, and we have a few 84.
And we're tied.
And it is tied, 9 each.
Wow. Are we going?
Guys
Are we doing the whole track? Or what are we going up to?
Well, we could just finish
it out.
Okay,
yeah.
let's go. All right,
Okay.
84.
84. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, here we go. In 1984, what rider won the BMXA, the BMX Action, Nora Cup? Was it Brent Patterson, Greg Hill, or Stu Thompson?
Greg Hill.
You got it. Okay, you got that one. That one doesn't have a bonus, but I'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right. I think that was Greg's second in a row at that point.
Is that the
All
one?
right, Mike.
Is that the one that? Is that the one that?
I believe it may have been his third.
I think you're right. Because I think he won it in 85 after that. So I think he went 83, 84, 85 or something like that.
Correct.
Is that the one that? Is that the one that Chris Muller stole?
Yep. What's that?
Is that the one that Chris Muller stole and took his shit in?
One of those two. One of those three he did.
Holy crap. All right, Mike, you're out of 82, so you're going to have to go 83 or 84.
83. Oh, no, 84. We'll close out 84.
84, okay. All right, this one's a multiple choice. The BMX Action Factory Cat, now I mean feline, was named what?
I got it. Cosmo.
I didn't even have to give him the options. I had multiple choices. All right, you got that one.
Good, Mike.
Right,
good one.
So we're tied up. It's 10-10. It's coming down to it. Okay. All right. What do you think, Kev? What do you want?
83.
Oh, going to 83. Okay.
That's
This
all
is our
that's
first
left, right?
question for you.
How many
No,
questions
there's
are left?
still.
How many questions are left to 84?
We got one question left in 84, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions left with a couple bonuses for 83. So we got
Okay,
about 5
83.
left.
83. 83.
83. All right. Wait, nope, we did that one already. Okay. This is going to be a good one, Mike. And I'm all right, are you ready? In 1983, Mike Miranda was featured in a CW ad coined CW Goes Hollywood. True or false? Mike wore a turtleneck and gaiters in that ad.
True.
You're right. And he was laying down like Michael Jackson. That's a good one. Yeah, I didn't notice the turtleneck till today. I was looking, I'm like, there's got to be something about this I could ask. And he had like a turtleneck on his jersey.
Bonus question. How many hickeys was that covering up?
Oh.
Yeah, is that why?
And
I do have a bonus question. I do have one for that question though. And this this is basically still Kevin. So okay, the frame that Mike promoted, I'm going to give you multiple choice. Was it a ZX Lite, ZX Pro, or Phase 1?
Phase 1.
What do you think, Mike?
I know what it was. ZX Pro.
ZX Pro, that's it.
I just bought one too. Damn.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, so you both got one on that one, so it's 11 up.
Hey,
tied up.
So wait, can I tell you that picture was not planned? We had shot for a couple of hours, studio shots, and then at the end I said, "Hey, Raj, I got an idea," and I posed, and that's what
really
that's what we went with.
Yeah,
it's like it's a typical pose that you would see on record albums, like Michael Jackson
or Playgirl.
It was,
you can just like.
It was a copy. It was a copy of
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, and earlier, just before that, Burt Reynolds was on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and he gave a picture of Burt Reynolds' body with Johnny Carson's head, but he was holding a catcher's mitt down there. So that's why I did it. It was fresh in my mind.
Oh, I found it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
See, that's awesome, man. I love that.
Okay, Mike's turn, I think.
All right, Mike. 83 or 84?
I think we used all the 84s, didn't we?
No, one left.
84.
One left.
Go 84 then.
All right. Okay, this one is going to be a 4-parter. It's worth 1 point. Okay. So, in 1984, BMXA covered the War of the Stars in North Park, Pittsburgh. On the intro shot of BMX Action, it had John Cruz, Mike Polson, Gary Ellis, and Clarence Perry. They were all battling on the inside photo. Can you tell me what teams that they raced for?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so Clarence Perry would have been CW.
Bing, bing. That's one.
Who are the other three guys? Mike Polson?
Mike
Polson. Schwinn.
Bing. Gary Ellis. Remember, it's 84.
Gary Ellis would have been on Kuwahara.
Bing. John Cruz.
Patterson.
100%. 100%. That was awesome. Let me see if I can find
Very good, Mike. Very good.
Let me tell you, well, it's not as hard. It's easy for me, Kevin, because I raced against him. And John Cruz, there it is. John Cruz was, and always will be my hero.
Yeah.
Yep, he's my guy. I patterned my entire career and life after that guy.
I wouldn't have got John Cruz. I would have got the other three, but I would have said Redline. I wouldn't have put it together.
That would have been. That's why I try to emphasize the year if I think you're going to lean a certain way. All right, so it's 12 to 11. Mike's ahead, and we have. Oh crap! We're coming down to it.
You're just coming into the last turn, Kevin. You're just coming into the last turn.
Okay, so we have 2 questions left. So one of them has a bonus. They both have bonuses. So we got 4 chances
Okay.
to score.
All right. Fire it ready.
Okay, you ready, Kevin?
Yeah.
In 1983, Rennie Roper promoted the Jag World Championships in Las Vegas. Who won AA Pro? And I'm going to give you some options, okay? Was it Tommy Brackens, Greg Hill, Brent Patterson, or Anthony Sewell? This one's heavily public. It's on YouTube, Facebook. It's everywhere.
I know that Anthony was in the lead. I can't remember if he crashed or not. I'm going to say Anthony Sewell.
Ooh, that's a miss. What do you think, Mike?
I'll say Greg Hill.
Greg Hill won that one. Okay, now there's a bonus to it.
Was Anthony in the lead and crashed? He was
Yes.
in the lead at one point and crashed. Okay.
They got in a fight in that race. So who won Pro Cruiser, though? I won't give you options.
In
So
83?
Mike got the question. So technically it's still his, right? Or does it go back to Kevin? I don't know how to make this.
Kevin. Oh, no. You didn't say.
Okay, I'll throw this one to you, Kevin, and try to make it interesting. Do you know who would have won Pro Cruiser?
Wait, what year were in 83?
We're at the same race, 1983. You were. I'm just going to give you. I don't want to give you a hint, but I'll just say it's probably.
I'm thinking out loud. Okay, I'm not saying nothing. I'm thinking that Richie Anderson hadn't turned pro yet.
Nope. He won the trophy dash. He was only 15.
I'm going to go with Andy Patterson.
He wasn't even at the race, so I'm going to give you another shot. Yeah.
I have no idea. Brent Patterson.
Close. He was in the run. What do you think, Mike?
Well, first of all, cruisers don't count.
Yeah.
According to Eddie King, cruisers don't count. I would say, well, then Brian Patterson.
Cool. That was Anthony Sewell. Anthony Sewell won Pro Cruiser. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so that still kept it pretty close. Now, Mike's got a 2-point lead. This one's real important to you, Kevin. You could tie it up right now, or Mike's going to run away with it.
Okay.
This is awesome. Okay. We're still in 1983. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. In April 1983 edition of BMX Action, Eddie Fiola was interviewed. Eddie revealed his height during the interview. Was he 5'4", 5'8", 5'11", or 6 feet tall?
Now, this is what he said or what he really is?
What he
According to the
claims.
magazine.
What's the shortest? 5'8" was the shortest?
Okay, so 5'4", 5'8", 5'11", or 6 feet tall.
5'4".
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Is he really 5'4"? He just said he was 5'4".
No, I think he's 5'4".
He's about 5'4". I saw him at Frogtown. Yeah,
I think he's 5'4" with golf cleats on, though. In his golf shoes, he's 5'4".
All right.
What's
the
the
bonus?
bonus? You can tie the game. We walk away with the tie. Okay. All right. What famous rider did Eddie King do stunt riding for?
Wait. Say it again.
All right. Let me rephrase the question. Eddie King is a professional stunt person.
You mean Eddie Fiola?
Eddie Fiola, excuse me. Eddie Fiola is a famous professional stunt person, right? A Hollywood stunt person. He stunt rode for somebody pretty famous in our world, in our BMX world. Who do you think that is?
Crew Jones.
Yeah, there you go. Can you tell me his real name?
No.
What about you, Mike? You give his real name?
He interviewed him. Of course he knows it.
He's my friend. His name is Bill Allen.
Bill Allen.
That doesn't count. It doesn't count. Kevin, you got it right. It's Crew Jones.
It's a tie.
It's a 13-13. That was awesome. Guys, that came up with a lot of questions. So
wait a minute. We can't end on a tie. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. How do you tie him, Kevin?
I'm shocked, dude. I'm shocked.
That was awesome.
Whose greasy underwear are these?
Bill Allen.
Perry Kramer's.
Perry Kramer.
The PK Rippers.
That was great.
I needed to clean my chain when I was in his house, and I asked him for a rag, and he said, "Oh, just there's a bunch of rags on the workbench." And I went and grabbed him, and I was like, "You have got to be kidding me!" So I stole them, and later on I had him sign them. I got the PK look and the Rippers in the back.
Nice, dude.
That's horrible, man.
He's going to
one more
kill me for
question, or
that.
we call it a tie.
Oh,
I have no more questions.
No, you win.
I can come up with a random one.
No, you win.
No.
Okay,
Hey,
so I'll tell you what. I got 3 magazines here. Pick a year. I'll grab something from the magazine, and we'll go for a tiebreaker.
83.
I got 83. Okay, I'm moving on to 83.
Pick a page number.
Pick a page number.
78.
Yeah. What? Which one?
78.
78. I hope this magazine goes to 78. It's not the biggest magazine. Oh, it actually does, fairly. Okay.
Pick something up.
There's not a lot on this page. Okay, let me think of something here.
Why don't you hold it up and we'll take a guess at what it is?
All right.
Oh man.
A line of seats.
Yeah. You got the Echo GT helmet up there.
Yep.
And I don't know what tires those are. Carlisle Aggressor. I have no idea what that is.
Should I pick another page?
Okay, hold on. I can find one. Hold on, I'm pretty good at this here. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to show you an ad, and you guys got to guess who the writer is in that ad, okay?
Okay.
This one might be too easy, but let's see. And I'm only going to show it for a second, okay? Whoever says it first breaks the tie. Ready?
Harry Larry.
Oh, he got you, dude.
Got me.
All right, Mike gets the win and it's sudden death.
The late Harry Larry. The late Harry Larry.
You know, up until the age of like 15, I thought his name was Harry Larry.
I think everybody said it wrong. I'll be honest with you, man.
Dude, man, Harry Larry's my favorite writer. Oh, it was hilarious, man.
That is funny.
Hey, Mike, while I was prepping for this contest, I found some fascinating things I wanted to ask you about, dude. Do you have 30 seconds to talk to? Dude,
I got all the time in the world, my man.
That Jim Melton tried to buy pedals ready?
I don't know that.
There's that JMC video that's going around that he said that Jim Melton, before he started JMC, he tried to buy Gary Turner's pedals ready, and I saw you had posted a picture of you on a pedals ready, right?
Correct. I posted a picture today of me on my pedals ready GT that I got from Rich Long at the bike shop. Yeah, but I don't know that rumor. Don't know that at all.
Okay, and he owned another bike shop in Monrovia.
I only knew that he owned Jim Melton Cyclery.
Yeah, but he bought a bike shop in Monrovia, a second one that I knew nothing about. I never heard of that before.
Didn't know that either.
Do you know where the name Skyway came from?
I know they made the wheelchair tires and wheels or wheels.
Do you know where they got the name?
Is it something to do with the airline or airport or something like that? I'm guessing.
Their shop was across from an airport in Glendale, and the name of the airport was called Skyway.
Yeah.
I thought they were always in Reading.
No.
They're not ready now.
Before they even made a BMX tough wheel, they tried to make a motorcycle tough wheel.
Wow.
And it didn't. They go, you know what? This is too much. It's too much of a hassle. Let's just make BMX bike wheels. Crazy stuff, dude. I learned. I was like, I hope he asked something about this. And I didn't study no CW. I didn't study no Hutch. I didn't study no Torker. I was like, he won't ask no questions about Torker. But dude,
I almost did because Clint Miller did an ad for Torker, and I was looking at the ad, and I'm like, you know, he has long hair over his ears and the mustache, and I was like, oh, man, it's such a cool like 80s kind of picture, and I just couldn't think of what to ask, so I was like, oh, I'll just go to something else.
What was the relationship between Steve Rink and Steve Johnson? Weren't they partners or kind of pseudo partners at one time, and they couldn't agree on the name of the bike and they split?
I know they split. I know the very first Torkers were called Rinks Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah, and 3 guys in my neighborhood had them, and they were the 3 most popular guys on that frame back then. That was Kevin McNeil, Leo Green, and Jerry Railsback. Those 3 pros from the early 70s all rode the same frame, same color. I don't know why the split happened or why, but it ended up in Steve Johnson's hands.
Yeah. And then
Johnson family.
And then trip out, dude. I found all kinds of stuff out.
Honestly, that's my holy grail bike.
Wow.
That's the one I want to, because like I said, these guys, I grew up in the same neighborhood, literally 5 or 6 houses away from one of them, 1 or 2 streets away from the other, and 3 streets away from the other guy.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, that's my holy grail.
Wow.
I got a question for Mike, if you don't mind. I step on your podcast here, Kevin.
Ask away, dude.
First of all, I just want to send my condolences for Mrs. Carter, because that was really sad for me to hear, and I'm very sorry for Eric, because I lost my mom a couple years ago. So as soon as I saw that, I got emotional for him. And so I did want to share that with you, Mike, if you don't mind. I know
this might not be, but let me just say that means a lot. It means a lot because we were all very close to her, and we always say she was our #1 fan. She was also our biggest critic. She would call me like 20 minutes after it dropped. She would call at the end of it. She would call me and she would critique it, and it was always yelling at me because Eric was eating, or yelling at me because Eric's hair was messy. She was always yelling at me for it. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. We will certainly miss her. Everyone that knew her loved her. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
Now I got a BMX question for you if you want. So, Mike, you've raced everywhere. I saw you race in Bercy and overseas, the Kellogg thing, of course, all the ABA, NBL stuff. Can you tell me what's the most memorable race you've had as a pro?
Bercy Stadium, Paris, France.
Can you tell me why though? What was so?
Can you imagine walking into a dark stadium with 23,000 people in it, sold out to watch a BMX race? It's completely dark. They announce your name, the lights come on, and the entire place erupts. Can you imagine that? How could it be any better? I can tell you how it could be better. The dirt could have been better. The track could have been better. But other than that, as far as an experience, that was the greatest experience, I think.
I clipped that race, dude, and that's when that Greg Hill won in pink, right? Greg Hill was wearing pink. JT
I think
won.
I don't know if he won. I know that I think Stu won one year. I don't remember. I don't remember who won. I
Anyway.
remember who had the best time.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say with the time that you beat Greg Gill. You turned around and said well, who's number one now or something. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Do I get any respect now?
And who you're saying now?
And he said no.
Hey, I will say though, Greg's one of the greatest guests you've had on your show. I loved Greg when he came on Dirty Knobs. It was awesome.
The second one was better.
Well, he'll just say what's on his mind. He doesn't care.
He is a fantastic guest because really for a couple of reasons. One, he has an opinion, and it's a well thought out opinion, and number two, he can articulate it.
Right.
And he's passionate. And let me tell you this, that's exactly how he was on the track and off the track.
I can imagine.
Just like this. Hey, butthead. That's how it is.
And I like Bob Osborne was amazing. That one I listened to twice. That was a great interview. You guys have great interviews, man.
I'll tell you right now, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Bob Osborne, because the sport would not have grown the way it did. He never takes the credit. He always puts it back on the riders. But I tell you right now, I wouldn't know anything about BMX if it wasn't for Bob Osborne. I wouldn't have strived to be a clean-cut rider. I wouldn't have tried to have the image that I tried to have if it wasn't for Bob Osborne. He really was one of the 5 biggest influences in my life was Bob Osborne.
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, I mean, he's written
right
history books. These are our history books, and I mean, I was nothing but a local racer. I didn't race nationals very often and stuff like that. But man, I immersed myself in this publication. Like, I love it. So now, I'm in my 50s, and this is what my YouTube channel is about. It's basically all the stuff, and I try to do a lot of throwback to the current stuff too. I try to mix it in there, but man, I'm so passionate about the old school.
Same, Danny.
Yeah.
Same. Hey, Danny, for the folks that are catching this right now, what's the name of your channel?
Danny Pena BMX Racing.
Should they follow, and subscribe?
Yes.
Please follow and subscribe, because I got to pass Kevin in our.
Who's trying to pass me, man?
Well, and if you haven't heard not heard an episode of the Dirty Knobs podcast, please tune in. And you love old school BMX, tune in. You'll learn something, I guarantee. I'm putting together our last Christmas special right now, and
nice.
it'll be a jiffy.
Nice.
And the last plug I'd like to give before I sign off is the reason we do the podcast was our way of advertising our event. That's the reason we started the podcast, was to advertise the event. And the event is Dirty Fest, held in Temecula, California, June 6th, 7th, and 8th. And it's a giant BMX family reunion with vintage BMX racing, vintage BMX show, Legends of Freestyle demo. This year we're adding the Wheelie Kids doing a wheelie demo, and live music at our Saturday night party.
Nice.
So it's insane. It's insane. It's 3 days of crazy. Imagine your 3,000 of your best friends being there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've been to both of them, and I can say that it's phenomenal. Everything's great.
That's great. I'm going to hope to get to this one. I've been to all the Frogtown ones, so I'm looking forward to getting over to Dirty Fest and getting some footage for my channel, because the Frogtown videos kill it. As soon as I post it, it gets thousands of views. So I definitely want to get the Dirty Fest one up there.
We have people from all over the world coming, Danny, and love to have you. I'd love to give you a free booth to have a spot for both of you gentlemen, to have a spot there to collect content.
Yeah. Dude, you admit, Danny was the first person I called when you called me, Mike.
Yeah, he did.
I'm all, Danny, dude, check it out. What up? Check this out.
That invitation goes for both of you gentlemen. I love what you guys do. Thank you for everything you do for the sport of BMX and the memories that it are. And you're keeping the family together. So, man, much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas And Merry Christmas, all you filthy animals out there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting, commenting for all three of our podcasts. The Dirty Nos podcast, Danny Pena, BMX, not a podcast, just Danny Pena Racing on YouTube. The BMXPERTS podcast, please like, subscribe, and share, and whatever. Even give me a negative comment. I don't care. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I appreciate it. We'll see you next year. Everybody that's watching, thank you very much. Peace out. Until next year, the track is now closed.